Hey, lovelies. Um, just want to talk to you a second about how art can be very therapeutic. So, when I was younger, there was this program you could create an image and then you would literally blow it up. Well, so there's this technique in pour painting called a grenade pour. And you basically put a small pin in the end of your cup, you layer it up, and then we're going to flip it over. So, I have two separate color palettes. I'm gonna kind of get them opposite parts of the canvas. Don't worry about this painting over here. It's kind of one of my first attempts at pour painting. Obviously not enough on the edges. I'm gonna show you how to fix this. So for the grenade pour, it's really awesome. You kind of just get the cups where I can reach them with my fingers, and then got a good hold. I don't know about that one. All right, got a good hold, and you literally flip it over. All right, so not a lot of craziness yet, but here's the point. You pull the pin on the grenade. So we're just gonna pull these out. The air is gonna start to flow, and the cups are gonna move on their own. I'm just using 4-ounce cups. You can lift it a little bit, kind of get it to. And I'm just kind of letting them both do their own little thing. I can lift it up a little bit more. See how these colors are coming out. And then when you're ready, you just pull it off your canvas. So I've got this very pretty mixture. And then this painting that I have that I didn't quite do right, but I love parts of, I'm gonna put it underneath, kind of centered, and use that as I'm stretching. Again, just kind of letting it do what it wants, because that's the fun of pour paint, is you just let it do what it wants. You get these really interesting combinations. But I'm just gonna pour onto the outer edge of this one, kind of in a couple inches. Not really set in any particular place. Now with fluid paint, you kind of gotta watch as it's moving, so to get the shape and design that you really want. You really want to make sure you go over the edges too, but this is so much fun for me because like I said, I love the explosion, letting the colors do what it wants, having no control, just like in real life. But then, look, I do have a little bit of control. I can go back in, go side to side, and you know, the colors spread out. They're really starting to do their own thing. And the weight of it is what moves it around. So you can kind of see on the edge how it, a little bit more to move with. I really love the greens and the gold. Just kind of want a little bit to go over the edge. I want that much, and kind of start pushing back towards the red. You just want to cover your whole canvas. It's part of why I do more rectangular artwork. One, it was easier to find some of these canvases. Always look for the great sales, but just letting it stretch, find the shape that really wants to be. All right, so right now this is what it looks like. I'm gonna just finish off this edge, get it more down this angle. Just want to make sure that I get as much of the corners as possible. Let it shape itself. You know, remember, it's not about control, it's about having fun. And, you know, get those colors you weren't expecting. You know, definitely, right now it's a little bit more that red as I'm trying to angle, but as the weight comes down, this corner is going to fill itself in. Maybe. Get a lot on this side, so I'm just going to go in and let it kind of shape itself. And then because it's fluid, you can just, yeah, I put my fingers in there. I pulled some red on this side I wasn't expecting. But then I can just let that part shape itself out too. You know, it's not, you know, there's this very pretty construct right there. And so now I'm gonna go, even though I really need this corner, I'm gonna go this way and kind of push the red out a little bit more. So we're getting these really beautiful purples and getting some, you know, fun designs here. Just a little smidgen right there. So I got that wet spot on my finger. And then really like this, so I'm just gonna patiently wait, let it, you know, the reason I say do the pour painting, let it stretch itself, let it do its thing. You don't have to be controlling, and you can always go back in, and that's when you can turn it into what you really want. Like, I love these as backdrops. Okay, maybe angled too far. We're just gonna set that right there for a second. Kind of let it find its own shape. And you see a lot of people do these a lot faster. I did do a little bit thicker paint. All right. So just gonna finish off this corner, and then whatever it looks like, I'm gonna find a semi-even place. My attic is a little bit crooked. I'm just gonna find like a spot to put it. Pull that in a little more. Okay. Get that. All right. Even because this paint is a little thicker, you can see slow motion as that's filling in those spaces, shifting the artwork down. So you can kind of find the angle where it really hits those empty spots. And fill in your painting. You can do my favorite, add in some finger touches, pull the paint up into the spaces where it's missing. And then, you know, you don't have a perfect edge, but all right, so I'm gonna just hopefully have enough right here so it drop into that little spot. All right, yeah, so I really like purples in the color. It's kind of more towards center. And then we've got this beautiful creation that we're gonna just hope dries kind of close to what we want, because I can already see what I would love to do with this background. But the part that I wanted to share with you today about the art was this painting, where it wasn't really what I liked, but now it's got this layer of art on it. And gonna go ahead and cut this video off just so that it's not forever long, but what I'm gonna do is take the blow dryer and blow this out like my first video. I'm just gonna push everything towards the edges, let it shift into the space that it is, keep this kind of dotted and crazy, and you can check out my Facebook to see how it turns out. You guys have a blessed day.